Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the show. This is Speak of the Joker. We forgot to have our character sleep so we get an experience bonus because we need all that experience. And welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. That's what's really exciting about this. And today we are concluding... Okay, be quiet. We're concluding Old World Blues. So that's what we're doing today. Very excited about this DLC. We spent a lot...
How can I illuminate?
We've spent a lot more time here than I had originally planned. Not a lot more, but at least today. Today I'm surprised that we're still here today. But we're like 100%ing this area. We've been to every single location. We've gotten every single everything, it seems like. If there is anything I missed, like, feel free to jump in the chat, because the whole point is to 100% this area. We got all of our equipment. We got all of our equipment all set up. We got everything going. We're like good to go. I'm trying to figure out what light to use here. We got Intel, Repair, and Science. I like that one. Like, we don't, just for the record, we don't need any of these things. We're so maxed out on stats. Sweetie. I mean, we're like level, what, 47 or something? I don't know. Whatever level we are, it's ridiculous. So what do you do? What fits our mood? Oh, I can use either light switch to turn on either light switch. Okay. See, I feel like we don't want to do a speech check like on accident or anything. Alright, I think we gotta go smart lights. I mean, it's who we are as a character anyways, like, for sure. But I don't know. Where's my combat light? You know what I mean? Like, where's my fight light? Okay, we should be totally ready. So between streams, as I always do, not always. There was a couple times I was too busy. I try to get things set up, and look at this. I repair my weapons, and I repair my equipment. My armor was almost broken. I had just no idea. And oh, you know what? We could go for. Yeah, let's get some more food before we leave. You know, because what if I don't want to eat the 10,000 stim packs I have? Well, I guess you don't eat stim packs. Let's take that desert salad. We love a desert salad. And then what's like another good one? I wish you could sort these literally by any means, but that's a Fallout 4 thing. Another good thing about Fallout 4, the preserved meat, I looted that, but I'm actually quite worried that might be gross. That might be something weird. Is that weird? It could be weird, and I just don't know. Yeah, and we have 2 battle brews on us. This thing, by the way, this is... I've never heard anybody like talk about this like on forums, or they're like, "Oh, this boss is bad, but I just popped a battle brew." That 35 damage resistance. I don't know what to say. Like, it's got to be one of the best things here. All right, so we got a desert salad. What else we got? Got anything in here? No, it's empty. You know what? I don't really care. Let's just go with what we have. We are good enough, darn it. Okay. So let's talk about the actual plan, other than we're going to beat it. Literally, that's it. So, field research is the quest for find all the audio samples for the jukebox. The last sample is, and I did confirm this on the old wiki after the stream, I mean, it seems fairly obvious, but I did confirm it, that it is in the Forbidden Zone, within. So it is during the like final boss confrontation. You can loot it while you're there. So, okay, we'll do that. What's in a name? See if you can resolve O's problem with his name. We're going to go down and do that. It's about getting the... all the scientists have their various thing. The one doctor wanted to, like, rub up on me, and I let her do it. So it's weird. There's things you can do there, and they're weird things. So the last one you need to do is resolve Dr. O's name, and then the actual quest, which is Old World Blues, which is tell Dr. Klein. Who's making the noise? Who's snoring? Who's snoring? Is it you? Is it you? Oh, okay. And there's one final thing that I read last time when I was on the wiki, right? We did more wiki for this DLC than we've done for any other part of the game, but it's because I just didn't want to miss anything. So the auto dock. Yeah, no, I can read. I struggle, but I can read, Evo.
I love mine so much.
Like I said, the dialogue. I'm gonna complain again. It's too much. There's too many things going on. There's too many things. Okay, so the auto dock. The thing I read about the auto dock is that you can do a personality test, which allows you to swap out your traits. So I figured we got to do that too. So the question is, do I do that before or after we finish this DLC? You know what? I say we do it right now. Okay. Yeah, let's do it right now.
Require some additional services.
Okay, so officially we are going to redo our traits. We have skilled, which gives you +5 points to every task, but you get 10% less experience. That seems rather silly. Now, honestly, I did it because I was like, I want less experience because I wanted to level up slower. Logan's Loophole, by the way, is probably the best trait in the game. That's the one that stops at level 30. I think it's such a cool idea, but it just didn't fit for what I was doing. Okay, so here we go. Let's... okay. Okay, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling a little unwell. Can you do... okay, here we go.
About the state of your mind, are you? Well, such things ain't my specialty, but I'm happy to tender my opinion as to your mental health. I should make you aware that the benefits of such a procedure are exclusive. That is, this only works once. Now, are you sure this is what you want?
Well, if this is not what I want, I just saved, so...
All right.
if I mess it up.
This won't hurt, unless your sense of self is especially vulnerable.
My sense of self is especially vulnerable. The Autodoc's psychiatric evaluation will allow you to redefine the traits you've selected when you created your character. You may only do this once. Are you sure you'd like to proceed? Here's my question. If I do this, then does that mean I lose my 5 points? Because that would be kind of funny. My 5 skill points. I kind of wish I do lose my 5 skill points to all the skills. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we're gonna keep Wild Wasteland. Just for me and for the silliness of this game, that's just got to be what I do. Okay, hold on. We gotta... I don't know why. But there's something about Twitch where they changed the... like, when you click on somebody's, like, message, it's like, pin it. Like, the pin, like, overrides the whole thing. It's very annoying. Okay, so, let's do a quick... oof. There's not a lot of these. Why did I think there were more traits? Okay, so we're doing Wild Wasteland. So the next one is... here's skilled, right? You're skilled. Let's just make sure. This is the one we currently have. You gain 5 points to every skill, but you suffer -10 experience gain from now on. To me, that is just a benefit. Usually they have pluses and minuses. Okay, built to destroy. Flamer, no. All right, so we're gonna go through these super quick. Claustrophobia, probably not. That sounds like a nightmare. Oh, you gain 1 special when you're outside, -1 when you're indoors. That's... I mean, no, but that's clever. I mean, it's interesting. Early bird, okay. Plus 2 to each of your specials from 6 a.m. to noon, but -1. That's so weird. All this would mean is that you would probably spend a lot of time waiting to get the right time. But, again, it's interesting. Fast shot. Okay, now we're talking. Like, something that's more tactical here. Guns or energy weapons, you fire 20% more quickly, but your shots are 20% less accurate. Ooh, 20% less accurate. That's a huge percentage. I mean, I get that it's 20 and 20, but if this was 20 and this was 5, then I'd feel like it's a debate. But how do you lose 20% accuracy? Because I'm guessing that means out of VATS and in VATS. I'm guessing. I don't actually know. 4 eyes. Okay. Now I always wear glasses. Except for right now. Ironically, I say that, and except for right now. But most of the time, I wear my lucky shades. And 4 eyes does fit with my character. So while wearing any type of glasses, you have +1 perception. Without glasses, you have -1 perception. That's not bad. I'm going to be wearing glasses 99 times out of 100. I just have the valence thing on because it's Old World Blues, or if I'm in water. And then perception helps with energy weapons. Okay, I'm leaning towards 4 eyes. Good-natured. You're good-natured at heart. More prone to solving problem with your mind than violence. You game. Okay, I don't want to do anything that interacts with special points because, like, mine are all maxed out. But let's just look here. Barter, medicine, repair, science, and speech, but -5 to energy weapons, explosives. Okay, that's a fine perk for a lot of builds. Heavy-handed, no. Hoarder, maybe. Hold on. You gain 25 pounds. I'm listening. To your carrying capacity, but suffer -1 stats to all attributes if you carry less than 160. Oh. No, because I like to loot and sell, but this would be really good if you were to yeah, this would be really good if you were to, like, I could just load up on the stuff that I have. But the problem is I have such low strength that I walk around with 190. So I'd get 25 increase, which would then put me at 215. So I'd have to be between 160 and 215, and that's not a lot of loot. So it's like my minimum's 160. Anyways, nah. I mean, it's a fun idea. Hot-blooded. Oh. When your health drops below 50%, you gain 10% more damage, but you also suffer 2 to your agility and perception. Ooh, the problem is agility is action points. If this was agility or not agility, but if it was perception affects damage with energy weapons, but again, like, I don't actually mind this one. This one's kind of cool. The problem is it's agility, which would mean, great, I'm doing 10% more damage as I'm, about to die or potentially about to die. If that was 20%, I'd be clicking on this right now. But 10% and then losing 2 agility. 2 agility means action points. Sorry. I know I've said that 3 times, but I'm really thinking, since agility means action points, this doesn't really make sense. I'm a maybe, though. That's actually still a maybe. Kamikaze, you have 10 action points, -2 damage threshold. I mean, 2 damage threshold's not nothing, but it's also just like, 10 action points is not enough. If that was 15 action points, maybe we'd be talking. Loose cannon. Oh, from frag grenades to throwing spears, you can throw weapons 30% faster at the cost of 25% less range. Oh, huh. This would be interesting, and then you have the perk that makes you throw farther. This would be interesting. I actually think the range on grenades is really kind of shockingly low. I didn't realize how low it was. So I'm not going to get this because I think I would just drop the grenade right in front of me. I'm actually really surprised in this game how short the grenade throw is. I think they expect you to get the perk. Skilled. Oh, I already have that one. Small frame. Oh, due to your small size, you have +1 agility. I'm listening, but your limbs are more easily crippled. Oh. Huh. I mean, that's more action points. I've just been saying that. Okay, how many action points is each agility? All right, let me see. How many action points per agility? We're going to look this up. Fallout New Vegas. All right, I don't look everything up. 3 action points per point. Okay, well, you know what? That makes me think the kamikaze might be better, where I get -2 agility, because I didn't realize it was so little. I thought it was more action points than that. While using guns or enemy weapons. Oh, yeah, I did that one. Okay, so I think... All right, realistically, we're at 4-shot, kamikaze, and small frame's boring. Let's be interesting. I say interesting, that has 4 eyes, like the most boring one. Yeah, perception gives us... I think we're doing 4 eyes. I probably should have done 4 eyes from the start. Okay, here we go, folks. We're keeping Wild Wasteland, and we're switching to 4 eyes, which means every time we're wearing glasses, we get +1 perception. And without glasses, we have -1 perception. Done. That's it? I mean, no big fanfare? I would kind of like if it were here. You know what I mean? Like 4 eyes. Why does it say plus? See, this is why I want 4 eyes to be on here. So this gives us, the beret gives us +1. Oh wait, oh, hold on. We actually might reload. Oh no, I just realized something. Do I already have 10. Oh, I'm an idiot. We already have 10. Because look, okay, hold on. Let me take... The beret gives me 10. Okay, here, we'll put on Lucky Shades. So, okay, here. With nothing on, we have 8. Which means the 4 eyes is giving us -1. So we actually have 9, and the beret gives us 10. Oh, I'm so dumb sometimes. Because 11 is not a thing in this game. Oh my goodness. Alright. Wow, that's embarrassing. I don't know what the difference is between these two. We'll go back to this one. I don't know.
You require some addition.
Alright, that was embarrassing. We're going kamikaze. No, not kamikaze. What was it called? Hot-blooded. Alright, we're going hot-blooded. I can't believe I forgot that. About my... I was sitting here thinking I was at like 8, but we got the implant and everything. Okay, hot-blooded. When your health drops below 50%, you gain 10% more damage, but you also suffer -2 to agility and perception. Boom! Okay. Sorry, there was one...
You require some additional...
I think I read another one wrong, and I just wanted to double check it. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I'm the worst. I'm the worst kind of player. Alright, what? Ooh, I thought there was... I just remember something... Oh, whoa, hold on. I thought Build to Destroy was about the flamer, like the weapon, the flamer. Here we go. I just saw this, and that's why I was like, wait, what? My brain took a second to catch up. All weapons have 3% to crit chance, but equipment condition decays 15% faster. Ooh, equipment or gun condition? Like, I'm guessing gun condition, not armor. They say equipment because not everything is a gun. Like, an axe is not a gun. All weapons have 3% chance to critically hit? Are we doing this one? Well, let me just make sure. I'm gonna look up Built to Destroy, Fallout New Vegas, and then we're gonna look up what is all equipment. It's just not clear to me, so I just want to make sure that we have the right thing. Okay, boy, I love the AI overview, which was just super dumb and wrong immediately. I'm glad that we like burned 5 trees for that answer when I was just trying to Google it and not use your stupid AI overview. Okay. Okay, now I'm on the wiki. See, I could have just done the wiki. The trait has apparent no downsides for a player who utilize only thrown weapons. Oh, such as thrown spears. Oh, funny. Explosive weapons don't depend on condition. The same explosive weapons feature. Okay, weapons don't get a... That's funny. Grenades don't get a critical bonus. Jerry Ring Approach allows you repairing... Yes. I got 1 million weapon repair kits. Did we just do it? So, I don't see anything in here that says... Yeah, I don't see anything here that mentions armor. Oh, yeah, here we go. So, on the wiki it says... Penalties, 15% weapon wear. Alright, it's just weird wording. Alright, we're going for it. Wow. We are going for it, folks. That's kind of awesome. I'm a little nervous. There's one other thing we need to check. What's that? 30 weapon repair kits. Well, there you go. Let's just keep. I have like 50 back at the home base. All I do is make weapon repair kits. I probably have enough to make like 10 more right here. Okay. All right. Now. You know, 20 minutes in. Let's get into it. But we had to discuss perks. Well, we didn't have to, but we did discuss perks. Okay, so let's actually just do the quest. Like, we're ready to go.
No false alarm. It was just a
Think tink. Again, if there's anything I'm missing about Old World Blues, let me know, because like we're doing it right now. I feel like they put him up there on purpose, so he's like out of the way. All right, we're gonna do one last talk with all the doctors.
I don't understand how you can stand those leg things.
How many days before you can do the equipment again? Because I've been here a while. All right, Dr. O.
Predictable. The lobotomite specimen returns. Its purpose? Repetition. Chances of success? High.
Okay, rude. I want to talk to you about your name.
What about it? I don't feel like arguing it with you two.
No argue with me. I've got intelligence 7. Oh, I didn't do the light switch. That's fine. I've got 10 intelligence. If they kept confusing the letter with the number, like Dr. Zero, right, your name, if they keep confusing the letter with a number, your name is Dr. Zero.
Yes, thank you. Zero. I am Zero. How hard is that? A narrow, thin zero.
I don't know. Zero sounds more... Oh, it sounds more impressive. That's not much of an improvement. Alright, so you want me to call you Zero, or...
Zero's my name. I'm proud of it, alright? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
Ugh. Alright, well, intelligence 9... If you want it... Oh, so I completed the quest, but now it's like the bonus. Which, I don't know if you noticed that. They all seem to have like a quest and then like a extra bonus, which I don't mind. If you wanted to differentiate the O and the 0, just put a slash through the 0.
What?
0. Draw a slash through it. It's standard Tremolink code to distinguish the two. I'm going to say this one. Like, I'm going to be a little smart with these guys.
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually. Oh, who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out. I'm useless.
And that's what makes you truly a zero? Oh no. So is that what you want to be? I have no idea how you can come and survive this life. None of these are really all that nice, but alright, this is my real feeling. Should I just say it? No. We got a plan with these guys.
Exactly. At least the old name was indisputable. Oh is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in.
Ow. Alright, this conversation went weird. I just was telling him, like, a trick to help people read his name. Well, there's a power in zero. It reduces anything multiplied by against it to zero. That's true. I mean, you know, zero. I find zeros interesting. I think everybody does. Everybody does. Maybe you should dispense with names and focus on accomplishments. Dumb. Alright. Or you may want to stick with O, as an O is surprise. Alright, you know, we're going with the first one.
Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. The make a zero in all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle. Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking.
Got any amazing discoveries to share? I don't know, yeah. I really want to know more about what happened with Elijah and the Courier and Christine, but it seems like I got the full story there. They showed up, and all these security procedures that they've now done to me, that all became because they came and wrecked everything, I guess? I don't know.
You know, hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens. As for discoveries, well, of course. Look at this. Just, built it. Amazing, isn't it?
Oh, I'll take a couple scrap electronics, scrap metal. There's another weapons repair kit right there. Actually, I think duct tape is the thing that I'm... If I had 10 duct tape, I think I can make 10 weapon repair kits. I think I have everything else. Certainly interesting, whatever it once was. I'll just be nice.
What? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors, and those innards start falling out everywhere. If you could just hold on to that for me until, well, forever, that would be welcome.
No problem. Okay. Oh, I needed more worthless caps. Oh, yeah. I'll get my free caps.
Personality chip.
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. Get my 50 caps. All right. Let's do a quick run through with all the doctors.
Return.
Oh, I didn't realize I had so much to say to it. I'm actually here for a breather. All right. I'm going to regret clicking this, but when in Old World Blues.
If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly. Woo. Woo. Purple, purple, woo. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Purple. Ba, ba, bloop. Ba, ba, bloop. Ba, ba, bloop. Whew. Last little bit there. Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
I'm not a lobotomite. I guess I am a lobotomite. They took my brain. This coffee is so hot. See my the green standing out. The Care Bear Igloo. Okay. That's it. I felt like I had more things to say. Let's try it again.
You return as curious as a teddy bear. Are you stuck in a looping gesture of greeting?
Okay, that's what she's talking about. Alright, so what is a looping gesture of greeting?
Looping, yes. It is a scientific fact that hormones drive a percentage of lobotomites into recursive behavior patterns. We haven't researched this, as my colleagues care little about the behavior patterns of lobotomites once their brains are removed. It is why so many are littered around the facility, like skinvelopes, discarded after they are peeled open and the contents extracted.
Ugh. What recursive behavior patterns are you talking about?
It varies according to the number and density of lobotomites that have infected an area.
Really?
In 43% of observed cases, two lobotomites left alone will fight for dominance or inject bodily fluids into each other's orifices. Unsanitary. I have tried to observe more cases, but subjects seem unwilling to release bodily fluids in my presence.
I find that hard to believe, though lobotomites seem to just wander around and attack. So... yeah. That's a good point. Good to see you. Any new discoveries today? Oh, I got a programmer's digest and a fixing things. Huh. And a sensor module. Oh, I need to check my skills because remember I got rid of the skill perk. Do I lose all 5 of those? Okay. Alright, looks like I got everything from him. Alright, yeah. Let's check our skills. Interesting. 13, right? Yeah. Okay, back to my earlier statement that Old World Blue should be first. Because you could get traits. I mean, if you're trying to min-max, you don't have to. But you could get traits like Skilled, which gives you 5 points to everything, which I don't need now. I have too many points. And then you could come here and reset your traits to something else. Yeah, and let's say you like really wanted the Alien Blaster. You could get Wild Wasteland, get the Alien Blaster, but then you didn't want Wild Wasteland for other things. You could also get rid of it.
Lobotomite returns! What insidious plan!
I don't like that they call me Lobotomite. This guy, this is the guy who designed the high school test. He's got issues. Alright, there's nothing else I need to say about him, or can say to him, so we're good there. Alright, I think we are... we're good to go. We're done. And I don't really need to worry too much about my looting stuff. The only thing I'm a little worried about is how fast my weapons are going to decay now. 15% faster. I don't know what that feels like yet, but I guess we're going to find out, and there's no way to change it. Alright, we should... Now I just realized this. We haven't saved yet. Let's do a save right before we kick off the final quest. And then, yeah, we're gonna do some new saves today because I really don't want to mess this up. Wow, here we go, folks.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
Okay, you're rude. Pithy, thank you for redeeming first. Other people who are here didn't feel like redeeming it, so there you go. Congratulations, that makes you the first person ever first in the history of all first today. Best first, top first, number one first, most Scottish first of all time today. Alright, we're doing the final quest, and before you even ask, I had pizza last night. It was like a veggie combo. It was fine. It's pizza. I like pizza. Alright, I have recovered all of the technological information.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
Okay. Do these technologies have all the information you need? This is the one quest, well, not the one quest. I'm not so great at paying attention. But this was like the first quest, and I forgot why I was collecting these things. So I collected some technologies that he needs, I guess, to defeat the main bad guy. So, is this what you need?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
He doesn't know. All of these robots are dumb. They've all had their brains messed with. Your answer isn't filling me with confidence.
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
Do you even know what these technologies do? I think that's the question I'm going to ask. Yeah.
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes. So let me... a bit, I'll figure it out.
Okay, the antenna focuses brainwave patterns, right? The antenna, any chance it was damaged or broke the extra way once removed. Lockpick is an option. Maybe the frequency of the sonic emitter is a key of sorts, like an electronic lockpick. Alright, I'll go focuses brainwave patterns.
Yes, that's what I believe I said.
These guys are intolerable. Oh, I'm level 46. And the suit's oh, that's right. Okay, so I had to get the antenna in the suit. I didn't have to upgrade the suit. That's right. So that's... yeah. The suit's cardiac regulator sonic frequency is a spinal... okay, a spinal vibrator? How does vibrating your spine help? Okay, so we got a thing for the brain and a thing for the spine. So let's click on that.
I've got it. The cardiac regulator in the suit, the antenna for brain waves, and the sonic frequency for the vertebral nerves.
So then something for the heart, then.
I'm thinking. This is all very complicated. Let me check something. Of course. I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains.
Okay.
It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been.
Oh.
Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
This guy's annoying. Have we mentioned that? I mean, I think the reason I don't really remember the origins of this quest is because I was just, like, fatigued from talking to them for 45 minutes. Don't these items seem more biologically focused? The cardiac spinal vibrator, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll click on the they can heal me.
Heal you? What, put you back together like some giant hard-boiled yum-yum deviled egg? I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain. But for now, they can be used in the name of aggression. The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
Okay, well, I can open the door. Okay, anything else before we go? No, I think we're good. Alright. This is where you stopped in your very hard playthrough. Okay, well, like, spoilers and you need to leave? Or you want to see what happens? I want to see what happens. Okay. Well, you're welcome to stay. Or you're welcome to leave. Oh! Hold on, we got robots. Alright, we just respect our personality and switched over to the kamikaze trait. So let's see how fast this weapon degrades now, because this might have been a huge mistake, because this one degrades pretty fast. And by the way, I also, just because I was tired of it, I made a bunch more ammo. We were able to get enough ammo in here. I converted a bunch of my energy cells between streams over to microfusion cells, and so we have 1,000 optimized. All right, here we go. All right. Ooh. All right. Ooh, low AP. All right. How many shots do we do? 16. Okay. Wow, we took a lot of damage. No, you kind of lost interest. You don't mind seeing what happens. I'm pretty sure at this point we can trigger the ending at any time. Oh yeah, no, we are at the ending. You lost interest. It's so funny. I did do some reading. Let's see how much it's. Oh wow! This was full, and look, it's already to the line. Oh, maybe the kamikaze trait is truly horrible. I don't know if you can see that, how much that's degraded. It was full, and it's already down. Oh. Oh, I may have made him a horrible mistake. I know Elijah's rifle is, like, famously degrades, but holy smokes. Well, the truth is I probably won't be using it outside of here anyways, because it's all bonus damage for robots. Just my good old laser rifle works pretty well. Okay, that's a little terrifying. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I would say 3% more crit chance. Okay, I don't see any change there. I'd say people seem to be pretty divided on Old World Blues, I would say. I haven't done, like, a billion hours of research or anything, don't get me wrong, but just in general, when I've looked... or when I've looked up information or tried to get details about a quest or something, it's like, people really... Either it's their favorite, or they wish it didn't exist, it seems like. One of those two. So, I don't know. I'll give my more complete thoughts at the end when we're kind of wrapping up the whole DLC and stuff, but... Oh, I don't need to fight those guys. We're gonna get lighting? What's going on here? Hold on. Alright. The Saturnite armor plating. Okay, so, but I'll say this. There are some things I really like about this DLC. He's talking and I'm missing all of it because I wanted to click on this computer and I couldn't see his dialogue. But anyways, there's a giant scorpion robot. We'll deal with that in a second. But I think that there's some things I really like about the DLC and some things that I find super annoying. One of them is the weird bug with the sneak thing, but it's also... I think they do a lot of dialogue-heavy interactions and not a lot of, like, oh, wow, look at this thing I found and I've learned the story. It's just like, there's these 5 characters who are all, like, really actually genuinely annoying characters. And they all just kind of talk at you endlessly for hours. Okay. All right. Woods Michael says, the main reason I lost interest is because I was doing a run with a random stat and abilities, and I went in underleveled with 2 endurance. Oh, 2 endurance. Despite having tens of thousands of ammo before going in, I ran out of ammo. Yeah, and on pace to run out of melee durability. Like, couldn't kill optional enemies anymore. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, this the resources are limited here in a way not like the Sierra Madre, where they're limited just literally by the DLC. They're limited here in terms of this ridiculous. I came here with like 300 of my pistol ammo, and I ran out of that like immediately. So, yeah, 100%. Yeah, you need to come here with the right gear, which is, you know, the DLC should be, I think, self-contained. So I agree with that. I also think the reliance on speech checks is kind of annoying, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, the pre-roll is off at the worst possible timing. All right, we're gonna do a quick ad while we're on this computer. That way, the pre-roll will stay off for a little bit while we finish this fight. All right. The Saturnite power armor plating on the Giant Robo-Scorpion has exceeded expectations mostly. While it's virtually impervious to small arms fire, the sonic emitter that Parsons brought in managed to fry several of the prototype's subsystems. We'll have to look out and improve EMP shielding for the next prototype. I have EMP type stuff. On a more positive note, the prototype's new atomic laser is performing admirably. Some residual radiation is left behind after the weapon discharges. It may be necessary to requisition more radiation suits. The constant improvements to the Giant Robo-Scorpion has rendered the Protectron model we've been using as hostile communist forces largely ineffective. At this stage, we're a little more than distractions. Oh, distractions, you say? I'll activate distractions. It also sounds like I need to take my atomic cocktail. Energy resistance and fire resistance. Heck yeah. Great. Oh, come on. I find all the sonic emitter stuff, honestly, just to be annoying. It's just annoying. Backup generator log. The new atomic laser is putting an incredible strain on the Giant Robo-Scorpion generator. Darn thing shuts down right in the middle of weapon testing last week. I pushed for reducing the laser's output by 25%. Instead, they slapped a backup generator onto the Scorpion. Dangerous, if you ask me. The systems weren't designed to handle power from two systems at once. Okay. Activate backup generator, and it will do damage to the prototype. Sure. Okay. Wasn't expecting this tag go off right here. Why am I looting? Who cares? I'm at the end. I'm at the end of the DLC. Why am I looting?
This is a pre-recorded attack message indicating my desire to commit violence on you.
All right. Well, I mean, I'll loot that.
You can't avoid the deadly laser sting of Dr. Mobius.
All right, this is I don't want to say fairly easy, but I haven't even had to hack any of these. These have just been things that I click on. Ooh. All right, this is not. This is. There's no computers in here. Okay. Well, I haven't even had to use an implant yet. I mean, if he turns at me and he starts powering up, I might want to pop an implant.
You'll never disable me from the
Alright, I just can't help but loot certain things. I can't help it! Okay, there we go. Finally a computer that requires hacking. We've got 100 science, but here we go. Yeah, I'll say this, Woods. I came here over-leveled and over-skilled. You can type exclamation point special or perks or exclamation point bio, and you get some information about my character, but our skills are all 100 because we're like level 47, so it's just like skills aren't the issue. The only thing is we don't do speech checks, so that's the only thing that separates us maybe from something else, which is and can be a bit of a challenge here. Okay, what are we doing? No, it's not Cathedral. I thought it was Cathedral. I really did. But it is in fact not Cathedral. It is not companies. Therefore must be collected. Okay. New target. Wait, what's the new target? Okay, I don't know what I don't know. Oh, this is the turret control system. That's funny. I didn't even interact with the turrets yet. Oh, so if I had kept going, I would have hit turrets. Oh, he's shooting at me. Okay, I need to go downstairs now. Alright, well that was, I don't know. There we go. Okay, oh, additional thing. Okay. So, my problem was part of the challenge run was choosing a random quest and doing it. Which meant... Oh, okay, so you kept... Oh, that's interesting. I've never done any, like, challenge runs or anything. That did no damage, by the way. Hey, look! A very hard terminal. There we go. Something that actually requires. And one of the challenges was Old World Blues quest, so you had to complete the whole DLC. But the resource management was brutal. Okay, that makes sense now. 2 endurance, man. 2 endurance. That's a challenge. I don't know. Oof. All right. What's the answer is conspiring. Conspirators. Oh, I'm too good at hacking. I'm too good at hacking. I don't know why. There's something about that. Do we need to read the log? So far, all the logs have just been telling us what the thing does, but it's obvious by the name. Okay, well, we're just going to shut it down. I don't think we need to read that.
This is Mobius. Dr. Mobius. We're initiating some kind of emergency test.
Okay, hold on. I wish the dialogue would stay up longer.
4 as in forbidden. 3 as in
Left 4 Dead.
2 as in 2 protest. 1 as in none. Overlord, the emergency overload is initiating.
So, I guess, so that was extremely easy, but if you have 100 hacking or science, either through magazines or whatever, or through the light switch, you know, you can get 2 intelligence to the light switch, 2, like 5 science. So you could probably come in here with something like 70 science and actually come in, hack that terminal, and just shut it down. So all of those other terminals were really neither here nor there. That was, I gotta say, shockingly easy. I didn't even use an implant. Yeah. Yep. You know, I'll say this also, Woods. I think I got a little lucky in that my character, because this was my challenge in the Sierra Madre DLC, which name I constantly forget, but my character was an energy weapon character and a science-based character and stuff. My character feels like he was basically built for this DLC, with the exception of speech, which, again, there's a lot of speech in here, which is very strange. Where when I went to the Sierra Madre and I'm just sitting there using a police pistol with my, like, 14 gun skill, it was a different story. My police pistol, who I had to, like, shoot 6 times to kill a rad roach, it got a little rough. But what I did between streams is I collected every tiny little piece of loot and sold it. And I just back and forth, trips, back and forth. So that's how I overcame that challenge. Oh, you have found the recalibration file for the sonic emitter. Take it to the jukebox. I've done 0 things with the jukebox sonic emitter because every time I go somewhere, you have to disable a force field. So if I change it, can I still disable the force field? I actually don't know the answer to that. Can I disable the force field with these other sound samples? Huh. I guess I should know that, and I don't know that because I haven't tried. Okay. let's go. All right, what do we want to have ready for our confrontation with Dr. Mobius? Mobius. No, I think we're ready, right? Oh, ammo. Free ammo. So you look at all this energy weapon stuff. That's the benefit here. Okay, all right. Let's do a quick save here. Generally, and we know this, generally my character absolutely hates the Legion, kill on sight, but for the most part is trying to make the world a better place. That being said, I don't know what would make the world a better place for this group, because those scientists and all the stuff they did pre-war, they sound like monsters. Maybe the best solution is killing them all. I mean that seriously. Like, for the world, maybe killing them all is ideal. But let's, Alright, use yellow. Let's see what this is. A Robo-Brain. Okay. Ooh, I'll take that. Oh! Actually, where, sorry, there's still this other quest, field research. Return the samples to zinc. Okay, so we've once we return that, we have completed everything.
Calculations.
Can I? If I take this, you're gonna attack me. All right, we're gonna do a quick save. I'm gonna see if he'll attack me if I take that. Nope. Okay. All right, I'm gonna steal all your stuff. Before we even talk, I'm gonna steal all your stuff. Ooh, special scrubs. Yeah, we're just gonna steal everything. All right, a lot of traditional gun ammo. Do I need the whiskey? No. Yeah, is this? We can just come in here and steal everything? All right, I'm not gonna just loot. Heavy stuff, because I don't know, I don't want to focus on organizing my inventory and stuff. I might do this later. Oh, well, these have no weight, so let's take some mentats. If he's taking this many mentats, I think we know some of their problems. Wow, there's a lot of them. This is not something my character needs. That's so funny. Well, let's keep going. What else we got here? So this is essentially an exact replica of brain tank. Okay, hold on. Let's save. I don't want to break the sequence here. Here, we're gonna do a new save. Oh, never mind. Okay, I can't click on it at all, so that's fine. Ooh. All right. So I just got a notification that says you followed, but it didn't pop up on Twitch, and my thing didn't pop up. Did I miss that? Am I crazy? Well, thank you for the follow. I don't know why that didn't play. Or it's not a message also on the stream. I don't know what's going on. But if you did follow, thank you. And if you didn't follow, it's okay. You don't have to follow. All right, there we go. Wow, 34 microfusion cells. One battle out here, but there's 20. All right, so I just picked up another 60. Well, there's a lot of good loot in here. All right, we're not, like I said, we're not looting everything. I took the wrench. Why did I take the wrench? I don't know. You like how Fallout New Vegas DLCs are sort of geared towards vastly different gameplay styles. Yeah, you like speech charisma for additional dialogue options. Yes, I will say that I intentionally made a character that doesn't do speech checks as sort of a challenge for me. I don't use energy weapons in most games. I just don't find that I like them. And I don't do, and I always use speech checks and stealth. So this run, I was like, all right, let me make a character who might occasionally stealth, but it's not a core part of their identity, and uses energy weapons, and never does a speech check. So we do conversation checks, but not speech checks. So yeah, that's me. Okay, all right, there we go. We have looted him blind. Let's talk to him. I'm surprised he didn't rush up to me to talk.
Oh, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright.
Thank you.
A little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
My right, or... Because it seems like you're left. Is that better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see
I can do that.
the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
I'll save it for later.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-erific thoughts and ideas when those chalky talents are zipping through my biogel.
Nice.
I forget them all not long after, though. Especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
You're not exactly what I was expecting.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
Better or worse? No. Why did you steal my brain?
Oh, a variety of reasons. You're something
Yikes.
of a homily. Anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain.
Great.
A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
Yeah, that's exactly the issue. I need my brain back so I can leave.
Now, that seems to be rather hormonal of you. Flight or fight response, you know. Hard to cut that out completely. Your brain is here, safe with me. We chat over mentats.
How many mentats did you get my brain? Alright, well, I need my brain back.
Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you?
Well, it doesn't have a choice.
Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what,
Great.
I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
Okay. I'll talk to him more in a second. Let me do my brain.
Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat, then. Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor.
Are there actually equations on the floor? That would be... Oh, yeah, there are equations on the floor. I mean, not, like, readable. Probably ones that also aren't real, but... That's still fun. Whoa! Okay, that actually kind of scared me. It is my brain. Oh, there you are. I was wondering where you're going to pop up. Alright, and of course, another save. I really don't want to mess this up, but it's okay. If we make a decision and we're not super happy with it, we do stick with it. With the exception of you saw me redo my traits a couple times, but that's because I messed that up.
Have them all removed.
Okay.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been, Crawling through bits of radioactive muck again?
I did crawl through some radioactive muck, yeah. I did.
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
Okay, what? Like, all of a sudden I'm dumb and my brain's a jerk? There's no need to be sarcastic. Meeting my brain is a slightly odd event.
Yes, well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good lord, have you bathed at all since they pulled me out of you?
I bathed. No. No, I don't think so. I've been in the auto dock a few times. Oh, you know, I kind of like this answer. What about you? The tank isn't exactly looking springtime fresh, but no. I'm going to say I've been busy. I'm not going to be sarcastic.
Oh yes, I rather expect you have. You must have been swamped, you poor dear. Why don't you relax and put your feet up? I've just been traumatically scooped out of my body and plugged into this jar. That's all. But you've been busy.
That wasn't my choice. Alright, why are you such a jerk?
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment?
No, I think that's literally your fault. You're my brain.
I most certainly am not. I'm the seat of all reason and logic in our little partnership. All those feelings that motivate you, that sense of righteousness and that rush you get when you help someone, do you know where those come from? Glands. They come from glands. Free of the tyranny of your ape-like and primitive endocrine system, I can see how foolish your motives are.
Here's where he's wrong, and I'm not... Biology is probably my weakest science, personally, but glands and hormones and all these things, he's true, they're very powerful, and I don't think we give them enough respect in modern times. Well, I don't think we maybe give them too much respect in previous times. Oh, your biles. But what I mean is they can have really powerful impacts on anything from mood to hunger to actions. But the impact they have is on your brain. So the gland releasing, certain types of chemicals into your body, those chemicals go to your brain and then make your brain make certain decisions. So he's really skirting responsibility. But what does my character say with Medicine 55? But you're the source of most of those glands. Well, I guess that's also true. So unless you're arguing that my thyroid is to blame, okay, yeah, I'll click on that. That's similar to what I was saying.
Well, look, it's all a very complex system of biofeedback and other things I wouldn't expect you to understand.
It is a complex system. Admit it, you're as glandular as I am. That's a funny response. Oh, come on, that stuff's fun. I didn't realize it caused you so much distress. All right, let's try to calm our brain down. Let's try to meet him at his brain level, and let's see if we can pop that brain back in our head.
Well, maybe next time you hear me telling you that charging a napkin with a penknife is a bad idea, you'll listen.
But what if I take some drugs, some chems first? Don't you want to be reunited? I thought you'd be happy to be back in my head. How the heck did Mobius get a hold of my brain? I'll ask that one first. I'm assuming I'll get back to you actually getting back in, but I want to know how they got my brain.
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome.
Leverage? How did he manage that? Spirited away? I mean, he just said it, so what do you mean, how do you manage that? Sorry, I gotta adjust my chair. There we go. Alright, we're gonna lean back. We got a long dialogue sequence. We want to lean back a little, get a little comfy. My character's responses are a little strange, so I'm gonna ask, how did he manage that?
I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though.
Well, I'm guessing you didn't have the ability to have sensors until you were in this tank. That seems like a pretty unlikely coincidence. I don't know what my character is getting at, but my character sees some type of conspiracy or something here. So I'm going to go with it because I think my character's right, and me, the player, I don't know what's going on.
Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, he took it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's really not all that exciting. I mean, doesn't he have, like, literally direct feed of his eyeball in the think tank?
Well, as long as your curiosity is satisfied.
Do you want to be reunited? I thought you'd be happy.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
I mean, he makes a good point, but what is there other than just being in this tank? He doesn't even have a body like these other robots. What about the good things? What about a cool breeze on your cheek, the smell of food, love? Not so much. I can see your point. Too bad I've got arms. You don't, you're coming with me. Okay. So there's the whimsical option, and then there's the like bartering option, and then there's the force option. We'll go the bartering option. I can see your point. This probably also leads to a speech check. So, what can I do to make this a fair compromise?
If you want me back, we need to establish some ground rules.
Okay.
First,
let's meet in the middle.
Showers!
I love showers.
Second, regular checkups.
Not so good about that.
Mind you, and from a reputable doctor. That Julie Farkas woman, for example, she seems to know a thing or two. Third, you need to listen to me more than your hormonal choir and genitalian orchestra. Promise me that, and you've got a deal.
Oh, can I promise all of that? I mean, I could just lie to him. What's he gonna do? Pop out of my head? Also, wait, I'm using my brain to think about this. I'm just having... It's wirelessly transmitting to me. So he knows that I'm lying. But maybe if I lie... He knows I'm lying, but he thinks that I care enough to lie. So at least that means that I care. When you sit and think about this for 5 seconds, it gets really dumb. But that's fine. It's literally a video game and we're being silly. That's fine. Okay, so I can say, fine, you got a deal, or you'd rather just stay here. Not leaving that tank of whatever the stuff it is. I kind of want to say this. Maybe I'll just leave you. This is the whole, like, kid doesn't want to go, and they're like, bye, and you just leave the child. You know what? I'm going to say you got a deal. I can commit to regular showers. Might be baths. There's more sources of water to jump into than to rain on me. I can go regular showers. I can do checkups. He likes Julie Farkas, which is nice. I like her too a lot. And I'll be honest, I forgot the last one, but that's on you. That's on you. Oh yeah, listen to him more than your glands. You know what? Yeah, I can make that deal. You got a deal.
Really? I didn't expect you to actually agree to that. I'm afraid that was a bit of a bluff, really.
Okay.
I'm not going with you.
That's so silly. That's so... Alright. That's... I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. It's actually kind of funny. My brain's a bit of a jerk, but... If this were like real life and I'm trying to buy something and somebody says $10 and I go, okay, $10. They're like, well, I didn't expect you to agree, so now 12. And it's kind of like that situation, which has happened to me. I've also been the one on the other end where I'm like, well, I wish I had started higher because you agreed right away. So what? You'd rather just stay here, not leaving the tank? All right. So these were the other two options. So.
Well, certainly there might be some things I miss about being ambulatory. We have seen some incredible sights, haven't we? Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown.
That was me.
Helios 1 coming back online.
That was me.
Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast
That was me.
unknown. Helios 1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1 coming back on.
So we are stuck in a dialogue loop. Okay.
Helios 1 coming back online. Jason.
Well, here's how you fix that. You go to the console again and you type cam, which will force you out of... Oh, all right, everybody's talking, which gets you out of the conversation. Yeah, cam, it's like, I don't know exactly what it does, but it like forces the camera out. So that's how you get out of any conversation if you, pro tip, but I don't know what that was. I guess we just continue the conversation now and not click on that option? Come on, let's go, we're getting out of here.
Ugh, crawl back in there?
That's really annoying.
I don't know where you've been. For all I know, you're riddled with disease or packing one of those delightful head wounds you seem to attract. I'm not crawling back into your head just to ooze right back out again.
Well, the thing is, here, what's the release date here? Old World Blues release date. This game has only been out 14 and a half years, so there's no way they could have fixed that bug in that time. People are still buying this. Come on, fix the game. We have a confirmed bachelor option. Come on, you're my brain and I'm your body. This is meant to be, baby. Like, that sounds kind of sexually charged, but I don't like it. Oh, it's I promise I'll take better care of myself, or lie, I'll promise I'll take better care of myself. That's actually, that's clever. That's the funniest part of this so far. I appreciate that. Do I do confirmed bachelor just to be weird? I don't think my character would. I got the trait to do more damage against male opponents. That's literally it. But yeah, I don't think my character would click on that. I'm gonna say I promise I'll take better care of myself.
Even if I believe you, and I'm not saying I do.
Oh boy.
We still have one significant problem we're facing. Even if I wanted to settle myself back in your skull and go to all the trouble of reconnecting nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
I have an autodoc. I have an autodoc with all the upgrades. They promised to put us back together once I did what they wanted. Then let's make them share. Come on, brain. It's stomping time. I haven't decided if it's stomping time yet. Here's the thing. here's the thing about peaceful choices in this game. Let's just say, I still don't, I haven't decided how we're going to resolve this in the next like 20 to 25 to 60 minutes. I don't know how long this dialogue is going to take. But let's just say I talk to the scientists and I say, hey, like, we're all friends, we're all good, you know, no harm, no foul. And then we're good, right? And then, a year later, 5 years later, after the setting of the game, right? Unlike Fallout 3, technically you die at the end, but then the DLC changed that. But after the game, I could come back and I could say, you know what? I changed my mind. And then I could kill them. So that's one of the things I like about peaceful endings is you can change your mind about some things. You can't change your mind about how you end the Battle of Hoover Dam, per se. Which is all the safe routes to Nevada require looting something or talking to someone, right? That's my assumption in my run. So I chose to use Deathclaw Valley at level 3, which took about an hour of the slowest movement in video game history and countless reloads. I love that. I've done that, by the way, Woods. So I've played this game one time all the way through on like Xbox back in the day. And then when the DLCs came out, I played the game up to, I think, like level 10, and then I just went to the DLCs. And I rushed the DLCs. So like a lot of this stuff I didn't do, I don't remember, which is why I wanted to really spend my time in Old World Blues. We've been here for like three or four streams in Old World Blues. And so, actually, is this our 5th stream in Old World Blues? Wow. Anyways, and I did that exact thing. I was like, let's do Deathclaw Valley, because I was like, let's give it a shot. But yes, I did the same thing. Like, reload, save. Okay, reload. Step this way. Wait 30 seconds. I actually found it to be quite fun. I didn't do it this time because I wanted to stick to the main story for the first a little bit. But I really like that. I'm glad you did that. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Okay, I guess I'll say this. Like I said, we're gonna try to do the peaceful route, but we'll see what happens. Because if it comes down to a speech check, we're gonna fail. They promised to put us back together again once I did what they wanted. Okay, now I'm being naive.
And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead.
Okay, some of that does sound bad. I would not want to release them on the Mojave because, again, pre-war, they were all really dangerous and horrible scientists. So I actually don't... They've invented Cazadors and Night Stalkers, and the poison that Sinclair in Sierra Madre bought from them. Like, they sold him stuff that was actually scientific experiments on live human beings without their consent. In my job, sometimes I work for a nonprofit research and consulting place, and I don't do research. I'm not a researcher, but we have researchers, and they tell me all the time I have to take classes, I have to watch videos, and I have to like identify if there's any research or any human research. Human research means like literally just doing surveys. Even like we have to run things by our team and all kinds of stuff, and there's a bunch of contracts. It's all about consent and people understanding. If somebody like opts in to take a survey, like you're totally fine, but if it's more in depth than that, there's a lot of paperwork. And I'm talking about nothing of any like psychological consequence. And this literally like, how was this training? Like, there's paperwork I have to fill out. But meanwhile, they were gassing people in a town and then selling it to them. And they invented the trauma harnesses. These are terrible people. So I don't want them out. Maybe I'm talking myself into killing them all. Because let's put it this way. If this was pre-war and they were not in their current state, and they told me these things, I probably would kill them. I'd be like, well, time for this place to be taken out. But currently, that's not who they are, so I don't know. Like I said, if you go the peaceful route, you can always change your mind. You can always just shoot them. The quest might not be to shoot them, but I can. You're glad you're not the only one who's crazy and stubborn enough? No. The Deathclaw Valley is good. And at low level, the stealth boys don't help. It seems like their perception's way too high. Okay. What's so bad about letting the brains out? They don't seem that terrible. False. Come on. We have to stop them and stuff. Okay, well, we don't do speech checks. Then let's go make him share. Come on, brain. It's stomping time. See, I don't want the stomping time. I want to go in with the peaceful option. So I'm going to say this. They don't seem that terrible. This is wrong. I don't believe this, but because of video game, this is the option I have to pick.
Don't seem so bad. They vivisected us just to see what would happen. Have you forgotten the lobotomites? The cyber dogs, I assume you saw those?
Yeah.
Imagine that kind of science spread across the entire Mojave. Every man, woman, and child we've met reduced to a lobotomite. Is that what you want?
The bottom of the coffee was terrible. I don't know what that is. That was weird. Almost tasted soapy like. Maybe I hadn't washed it out enough. But why would only the bottom taste like soap? That was horrible. We're going to wash it down with some Spindrift Cranberry Raspberry. It's a sparkling water, but there's like a little bit of juice in here. So it's like a LaCroix, except instead of like an essence, it's got like 5% juice. So it just literally has raspberry puree and cranberry juice and lemon juice, like a little drop. It's fine. I got it because it was at Costco, and I wish I hadn't bought 40 of them. Wish I bought like 5 of them. Huh, this is interesting. I don't have a choice but to pick what might be the violent option or a speech check. So we don't do speech checks, but we're allowed to fail speech checks. So let's go ahead and click on this, and we will fail the speech check.
We have to do no such thing. Just don't bring them the tools they need to get out.
Okay, don't bring them the tools they need to get out. So that's good. That's going to be a problem until they fix me. I can't leave Big Mountain either. Are you really saying you'd let the think tank outwit us? Oh, there we go. Now this is the one I like. This is a dialogue choice I can get behind. Are you really saying you'd let the think tank outwit us?
You're trying to appeal to my ego now, aren't you? Well, let me tell you something about ego, my friend. Ego does not come from a gland. That's all intellect. And I'll be damned if I'm going to float here and let them put one over on us. What's the plan?
All right, thank you. Another good piece of dialogue. All right. One of my big complaints is there's way too much dialogue in this DLC, but that was a good one. Nice. I like that a lot. If the think tank won't hold up the bargain, hold up the bargain, we'll make them. I'll handle the brains. You stay here. You'll be more useful outside my head. I don't know how we'd be more useful outside my head, but I think this is the, like, if I'm gonna go just kill them, just go kill them myself. Yeah. We'll make them.
Right. Look out, think tank. This brain is coming out of its jar. I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us.
Yeah.
Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right
Gross.
then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
Reunited? And it feels so good. Okay, so yeah, so we'll go back to the Sync. I would like my original spine and my original heart back. Confront Dr. Klein. Wow, yeah, okay. That was overall, that dialogue was a little twisty and confusing, but there were a couple good moments in there, and that made it worth it. So he said he'd let us go if we got our brain back. Do we need to tell him we got our brain back, or how's that work?
Oh, I see.
Oh, here we go.
You and your brain reached a compromise. How pleasant. I hypothesize after the indignant frequencies my receptors had recepted, such a partnership-based conclusion would be low on the likely scale.
Okay. My brain told me the think tank needs to be stopped. Can you help? Do you know how I can stop the think tank? Can I have a mentat? Oh, repair. I can't fix your monitor, but if you're getting ghost reception, I can fix that. Sure, let's help him out.
The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest.
You're welcome.
The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, good, better. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon mentats break.
Okay. I think I'm going to kill you after all. That is another thing I do appreciate about Fallout New Vegas. Just usually that option just kind of stays there until you leave. All right. My brain told me the think tank needs to be stopped. It's a little strange because these first two options accomplish the same thing, but this time I'm giving my brain credit.
If I recall, I had a plan that was working.
Ooh, I kind of want a donut.
Whatever it was. I don't think it reached fruition. I would recall fruit if it had happened. I wasn't trying to kill them, just keep them out of trouble. What was that plan? Blast. I probably wrote it down on the floor somewhere.
There were no terminals. I read all the terminals. My shoulder has got messed up, and that happens to me every once in a while. And I'll just do these little circles. I'll do this for a while, and then with a small weight, like not even because it's not a workout. Do a small weight. You go from like 0 degrees to 90 degrees, like that. Do that like 3 or 4 times a day for a week or so, and then my shoulder pain's gone. It's been like that for years. And it happens like once every, 6 months to 18 months. Not this time. Right shoulder feels totally fine. That all got left shoulder, that didn't fix it. I don't know. There you go. Now you all know why I just randomly do this. Or this. Or this. Little circles. You do this with weight too if you're really strong. But even like this, even like a 5-pound weight, your arm's gonna be dead. Not that long. Okay. Any tactics I can use to attack the think tank. What was the plan you had? Well, I don't want to keep them out of trouble. I want to kill them. So both of these are the same option again. So let's go with the middle one. What was that plan you had?
Something ingenious and needlessly complicated, I expect. I may have already told you and forgotten it. I forgot I had forgotten pencils until one day I found one. Spent days studying its purpose before my memory circuit kicked in. Felt quite silly.
Okay, real talk. I'm talking about a peaceful solution, but now I'm worried that these people might accidentally set off a bomb or something. They don't know what they're doing. He didn't know what a pencil was for days. Anything I could do to stop them that doesn't require violence. Here we go.
Well, you could try and appeal to their humanity. That's a tired cliche. And really, when they were humans, they weren't very good humans.
When they were humans, they weren't very good humans. That seems true. What about you? I guess I don't know what your real name was. I guess I haven't really figured that out. I'd like to make an effort. Any suggestions for how to make them change their minds?
Well, there's many things they have forgotten, sitting in their bowls. Friendship, the thrill of discovery, love, masturbation, the usual. Much like your brain, I am certain there is something you can spark within each of them. Memories, hormones. A wise man once said, "The eyes do more than see. Make them see, if you can." Or if not, you can always make them succumb to fear. It certainly worked for me, for a time. Then you came along, and bravery and/or desperation trumped that little idea. Back to the drawing board, I suppose. Or is this the end? Hard to tell.
So this is something that I think Old World Blues does differently than other parts of the game, and I actually haven't decided if it's good or not. So he's telling me to do their side quests. That's something that might help, which I've already done. But I guess the thing that makes me just kind of like makes me question that is the fact that all of the quest in Old World Blues, and I think this is true for literally everything, collecting the sync upgrades, all the optional stuff, the side quests, everything in this game is an official quest that pops up. And I haven't decided if that's good or not, because in the base game, you have to find the quest. You have to be like, let me go investigate this, and then you're like, oh, that was a quest. I think I actually like it in Old World Blues, because I hate missing stuff, and sometimes I just miss stuff. So I'm gonna side with I like it. Okay, how do I scare them?
Oh, tell them I'm still alive.
Okay.
We had a nice chat, and we agree on a few things. That's true.
That is true.
It? Or you could kill me and lie about it. Either way, it would be interesting. And if you are partial to lying and deception, well, you could tell them a ludicrous lie. The more over the top, the better. That's my experience.
Speech check.
They're more than a little gullible. Better make it convincing, though, or it'll be the dissection table and vivisectors for you. And if you speak of me, please try and make me look good. I am Dr. Mobius, after all, not some lab assistant teacher's aide.
Yeah, I guess I'm curious a little bit more about the lore and the things behind this here. Tell me about those Robo-Scorpions.
Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine
That's
came
not
to me
true at
after
all.
these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How scary, I thought, but they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity.
Okay.
Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts
Sure.
and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts.
It could be both. Okay, I'm curious about some things. You don't seem aggressive. Why broadcast the threats to the think tank?
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties.
Okay.
Whenever I take mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
Sounds like you built the Robo-Scorpions, issued threats to keep the think tank occupied.
Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, comm science? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the reasons better than I do.
Okay. He talks like how I read, because of my dyslexia. Everything you told me doesn't add up. Your plan, even your name, Mobius. Sounds like you forgot your master plan. I'm surprised you remember your own name. Alright, we'll go with this first one. Yeah, a lot of this, it's true, it doesn't really make sense.
Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it?
No.
It's my name, and my new name overwrote the old one. This name's as real as you or I, although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me. I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with, like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming.
You reprogram the names as part of a recursion loop to trap their processors.
Now, trap is a rather harsh word.
Is that why they're so dumb?
Like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh. But, yes, I did take some liberties with their programming. It's all right, they don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap, and then I said excrement, and then...
A recursion loop is designed to prevent a flow of information.
The radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it. I suspect I have Plan 9s in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. They're probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here, or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several Plan 9s in case the 7s fail.
So Wild Wasteland perk popped up, so I'm guessing Plan 9s is a reference to something that I don't know. Okay, so Klein, Mobius, 0, a circle, 8's an infinity symbol, they're all loops. Well, how is Klein a loop? Mobius, O, 8, yes, they're all loops. How is Klein a loop? I don't know that word's meaning other than a name. Like Calvin Klein. From Back to the Future. Yeah, and wasn't the other name Dala? what? Yeah, I don't know. Alright, we'll click on it.
Oh, you figured it out. No pun intended. Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time and history. All that is left is what's here. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs.
Ooh.
This is now their world, here, Big Mountain. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too-far thing-taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quite professional.
Okay, so I asked Klein, how is Klein a loop like these other ones? And Bronx says probably a Klein bottle. Hop into the old internet here and search for Klein bottle. This is fascinating. I've never heard of this. A Klein bottle is a fascinating mathematical object. A non-orientable surface with no distinct outside or inside, meaning you can travel from any point on it to any other without crossing an edge. It has a 0 volume in 4D space, but it's often modeled in 3D by self-intersections passing through itself, named after Felix Klein. It's like a Mobius strip, but closed. Huh. I had never heard of that. How interesting. Cool. Well, thanks for letting me know, Bronx. That's really cool. Okay. That is kind of a jerk thing to do to your friends, except his friends are terrible, so I don't really know. Minor detail, but a snake devouring itself, its own tail, is an Ouroboros, not an... Oh, am I really gonna, like, actually him? One of those weird knowledge holdovers from somewhere. I know exactly what you mean. That's not one I knew, but I'm sure my brain knows all kinds of stuff. I don't even know where I got it or why. I'm usually decent at trivia night.
Really? It is so unlike me to make an error in anything I do.
I mean, I would love a Vsauce video on the Klein bottle, because even though I read it, I'm just like, it has no volume in 4D space. How interesting. Okay. If you lobotomize the think tank, why then terrorize them? I don't understand why you sent threats. I mean, I think I do understand why you sent threats, but let's ask. This is all very weird, honestly.
Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason. That I didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria, finally able to see its host.
What about the other visitors? Oh, yeah, it's literally right here. What about the other visitors?
There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micro-magnifiers. You were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts.
Does a bullet went through my brain and cranial energy, right? I guess I'll go... I don't know, which one's better? We'll go Perception 7.
Yes, very good. I should have Mentats ingest you instead of the other way around.
Nice.
Mentats. In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the autodock in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem, and the brain extraction technology for once worked. That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial selves into hosts to slip past the radar fence.
Well, they already have that
I'm
information.
sure of it. And once they're off the reservation...
So I've already unlocked that data for them, which means they could theoretically, I guess what he's worried about is now they can put their brains back into a lobotomite's body and then just walk out. Clan said they had an idea to get 3 technologies after your broadcast. Yeah, so you told them how to do this.
I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology, herbal tea, and luck.
Herbal tea is great.
Watch it, potty mouth. My threat broadcast is designed to instill and install fear. And along with the emotional download, other data rides the fear carrier wave. It prompted them to focus on retrieving those technologies and bring them to attack me. And coincidentally, pardon my language, all those technologies are needed to put a brain, your brain, back into its skull properly.
Yeah, but the think tank downloaded the schematics. Yeah.
Oh, that means my plan is a total failure. That is unfortunate. Oh well, at least I tried.
Great. I think I know the answer to some of these things. Alright, what's the purpose of this technology?
The X2 antenna.
Yeah.
And the sonic sound wave projectile.
Yep.
In short, brains, a heart, and courage. Spine. I think there was a story once where a band of murderous thugs sought these things. They had them all the time in the story. Didn't stop them from murdering to get them. And it won't stop the think tank either.
Okay, why broadcast other
yes,
data?
My overly...
Okay, I'm going to skip this because I think I get it. He's said these things in like 5 different ways here. Okay, well, I guess that's it. Okay. We're at the end game here. Are we going to be attacked? No. Okay. Is there any other loot here? All right, we'll do a new save, just so I don't save over that one in case. That was a lot of dialogue, but if I really mess something up, then I guess we'll see. I don't know. Honestly, I think any ending might be okay at this point. Okay, now that's the problem with this DLC. There's too much sexual stuff in this DLC. They really went crazy. All right, that's a little bit of a risque joke for me. We like to keep it clean here on Speak of the Joker Enterprises. Robots. Hey, the Robo-Scorpions are gone. Alright, we're gonna do... We got... I mean, we're right near the end here, but there's one thing I wanted to do before we did that. I want to show you all something that we've just never seen. I think anywhere I go potentially could cause this issue, so I think I'm going to... Let me think of a safe place to travel to. A safe place in quotes. No, that's... Yeah, here we go. This one should be good. Well, so much for that. Alright, we've got enemies. Alright, we'll take them out, and then I'll show you the thing I wanted to show you. Oh, jeez. No joke. No joke. I'm doing 3% more crits, too. And it does not matter. Well, I sure hope I don't die. Oh my goodness, the enemies in this DLC are so hard, and it's partially just the fact that they scale with you too. So they're already hard, and now I'm like max level, so they're all insane. Okay, are we done? Can I show everybody the fun little thing in this DLC? It's a main feature of the DLC, but because I remembered it, it never happened. It's a main thing of this DLC, which is the radar fence. The radar fence they're always talking about. What happens when you try to leave? You get a perimeter warning. We never showed this. For some reason, I just never did that. And then you load here, back at the sink. I think canonically they, like, somebody takes your body or something. I don't know. But either way, I just never showed that before. And now we have. Okay, so let's do a couple. Dr. Klein glove, Dr. Mobius glasses. Okay. Wait, is that it? Huh. I think I actually... Alright, we're not going to do every little thing, but should we... I was just thinking... Should we go in there dressed as Dr. Mobius? Oh, there we go. Do you think that would intimidate them if I go in there dressed as Dr. Mobius? And we got a little perk for her, too. So, I don't know. We'll give it a shot. Okay, I'm going to do the auto dock and install all my body parts and do all that. It's just going to take a minute, and an ad's going to run anyways, so I'm going to just run an ad and do that. We'll keep playing, but I just, for those of you who have to watch the ads, which I would prefer if it was nobody, I'm just letting you know what we're doing right now. Okay, I mean, we could also, like, buy and sell and do all that, but, well, no, focus. We're focusing. We are focusing. I know it doesn't look like I'm focusing because I'm now doing something else. But we are going to do just the quickest of drop these things off. These things I just picked up. There we go. Okay, let's turn in our last thing to the jukebox. What? What did that say? Blind Dio Jefferson?
Was the haps.
That's your name? The jukebox is called Blind Dio Jefferson? What?
Right on, Daddy. Let's spin some grooves.
I don't know what's happening. Okay, let's go Tarantula. There we go. Alright, I never figured out what these different things do. Critical strike, incendiary. Well, I can't read it all, but okay. Well, whatever. Did that finish the quest? I'm just trying to finish the quest here. Data quest, field research.
Was the hap?
I found a sound wave file for you. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Sound file Robo-Scorpion. I didn't know his name was Blind Dio Jefferson. I want to recalibrate. Here, let's do Robo-Scorpion.
Maybe we could.
I have no idea why, but we're doing Robo-Scorpion. Critical strike explosion. I don't know. All right, whatever. It made different colors. Oh, we leveled up from that? That's funny. All right, we are very close, people. We've mentioned this before, but we are. Okay, hold on. Did I do my math wrong? So this is 47. So that's... I did my math wrong. That's so funny. How did I do my math wrong? Like, several streams ago, I did my math wrong. Okay, hold on. Because think about this. Think about this. This is 47. So we've got 48, 49, 50. That's 45 points. We don't have to put any points into speech. We will max out our level and not put any points into speech. I'm so excited. I'm very excited about that. Just because I chose to roleplay a character with no speech skills, we can do that. Okay, well, let's go ahead and start putting points into unarmed then. Not that it matters, like 91, whatever. I just think like there might be some silly perk in unarmed, so we'll go that way.
Literature.
But it doesn't really matter.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I just really thought, well, I was wrong, and I'm happy to be wrong. Let's just do a quick little...
Oh, please!
All right, take all the coffee mugs you want. There you go. Okay, we're not gonna do every little thing in here, or are we? No, we're not.
You require some additional...
I do. I'd like to engage your services. You know what? Let's start off on a good note. Let's clean our body out. We're gonna do a basic physical exam. Our brain was complaining about that. We made a promise with our brain, and one of those promises was taking better care of herself. Now we're completely healthy.
You require some additional...
He prefers Dr. Julie Farkas. That's fine.
Rightly so, I should think. All right, then.
I gendered my
Just
brain.
fire up
I think
the
my
old
brain's a
interface
male.
for ya.
Okay, now let's swap those body parts, huh? I would like my heart back in my chest, please. I've lost the Heartless perk. Honestly forgot what that did. Don't care, I want my heart back. I'll look up Spineless before we do this. Your heart is back in your body, but some advanced technologies remain. You're less resistant to poison. Don't care. So I'm 50% instead of 100% resistant to poison. Okay, whatever. I have got a million anti-venoms. And robots are only somewhat confused by you. 25% less likely to score a critical hit. Oh, that's right. Now I remember. I mean, they're making it clear here. They were... robots were less likely to score a critical hit on me, but this whole DLC is broken with combat anyway, so who cares? So basically now I'm 50% resistant to poison and 25% less likely to get a critical from a robot. But on the upside, it's so funny. These are all just pluses. On the bright side, healing items, chems, are twice as effective. Okay, plus 50% is not twice as effective. Does that make sense? If something heals for 100, and it makes it twice as effective, it would heal for 200. If something heals for 100 and it's plus 50%, then it would heal for 150. That's still great. I mean, that's amazing. That's going to save me stim packs. I only have hundreds of them. Yeah, whatever. Back to something I've said, I don't know, 5 times now? 10 times now? This should be the first DLC you do. Like, you still need to be probably at least level 20. And you're gonna need probably high speech, can get you around almost everything. High speech, high science would be probably ideal, but you get so many really good perks and good weapons and interesting stuff. And lore-wise, I'm just talking lore-wise. I wish I had known half of these things before I went to Sierra Madre and met Christine. I would have known who Christine was, essentially. I would have been able to put 2 and 2 together. Because they don't use her name, I don't think. But I would have been like, oh, that's Christine. Oh, she was following Elijah. Like, you learn that through that DLC a little bit, but it's all right here. All right. Great. I'll take that. I will take that. Those all sound like huge benefits to me. Let's go... let's look up what Spineless is before we put ours back in. So your spine has been replaced with advanced technologies. You can no longer be crippled. I do like that. Wait. No, I could be crippled. Haven't I blown up my legs a bunch of times in this DLC? Yeah, that might just be wrong. Or maybe I just damaged them to almost crippled. I don't remember. Your strength and damage threshold have been increased by 1. Oh, I do like the +1 strength. I can carry 10 more things. Alright, I'd like to engage your services. So let's go swap body parts. And let's go ahead and reattach our spine. We want our spine back anyways. I'll lose the 1 damage threshold. Your spine is back in your body, but some advanced technologies remain. Your torso can now be crippled again. Oh, your torso couldn't be crippled before. I don't know if I've ever crippled my torso in this game, so that's fine. I thought you couldn't have any crippled. That would be overpowered. But your strength and damage threshold have doubled. +2. Wow. That's... How is this not objectively better? This is not a debate between the two. This is just better. Now I have +2 strength. Oh, wait, hold on. How much? This is actually really good news for us because here's why. Special 5 strength. What gun have we been slowly falling in love with? Christine's rifle, which requires... Oh, that requires 6. I got all excited. It requires 6. Okay, well, I mean, it doesn't require to use, but I think this means that we essentially went from 3 before this DLC to 5. That's still gonna help us, so I'll still take it. But I don't know what perk I'm gonna pick. I can do intense training +1 strength. Who cares? Now I have a weight of 200. Also nice round number. Okay. Wow, that's I am really enjoying that. Okay. Great news. Wait, why am I overweight? Not overweight. Oh, I must have hit the cap. Caps lock turns on walk mode. I'm a little confused where... I don't think I sold them. I don't know where Dr. Klein's glove is and stuff. Because I was debating dressing up as Dr. Mobius to have this conversation or dressing up as Dr. Klein. And I am like 99% sure I have Dr. Klein's glasses and scrubs, but I must not. Do we go grab those real quick just to, like, do I just pull it up on the wiki? I don't know. I feel like maybe I should, because I feel so weird about not having them. I don't know. Should we do that? How much time do we have? I think we're pretty good on time. Okay. We're gonna do that real quick. This sounds silly, but I thought I had them. Okay. Alright, according to the wiki. Higgs Village, yes. Higgs Village for scrubs, easy peasy, and then... Oh, and I just missed the glasses. They're just upstairs. All right, that's embarrassing. That's on me. How did I miss this? I'm not the world's most attentive player. Was that fountain on before I did the weather test? Was that fountain on before I did the weather test? Alright, well, there shouldn't be any enemies here. Oh, I did miss it. They're right there. Wow, that's embarrassing. Yeah. That is embarrassing. So, Mobius is Charisma Science plus 15. Wow. I mean, I know you can't get that till the end. You can get these early. Science 10, Intel 2. And they have damage threshold. These are pretty decent for light armor. The damage threshold is obviously very low, but other than the damage threshold, those are really high stats. 2 intelligence, so that's special stats, which anything that modifies special stats can be very helpful. I'm like maxed out on these things, so it doesn't really matter. Fallout 4, you can go into the teens of these things, but still. Okay, before we get the glasses... Oh, we already had the gloves, right? Do we have the glove? We have the glove. Okay, now, I don't know how I missed this. I'm really glad because I stated that we wanted to really fully explore Old World Blues, which is why we have 100% of the map already achieved. Look at that. We've been to every single location. That being said, I did mention I will use the wiki as needed. And here we go. This is exactly what we did. So, all right, where? Location. After entering the think tank, go to the first set of small stairs on the left and a table with a deluxe chemistry set. I don't know how I would have missed that, which makes me think I didn't miss it and that I may have actually accidentally destroyed these glasses. That's my theory. This is... Oh. Dr. Klein awaits. Make sure you're prepared to finish this once and for all. Okay, let's dress up as Morbius. Because I actually don't know if I'm going to be able to get the gloves before whatever happens. So let's do another save. Alright, I know we're being a little silly, but it's like, this is our last chance. Like, let's maximize this, you know? Let's do this. Okay. Oh boy. This is actually rather intimidating. I don't think they could hurt me pretty much at all, so not sure what their plan is. They're right here! How did I miss this? I'm such a loot goblin. I can't believe I missed this. I feel actually quite dumb for missing these. Okay, these glasses, so Klein's glasses, repair 5, intel 1. Mobius's glasses, explosion 10, intel 2. So Mobius stuff is just better in every way. I don't know why I did quotes. I untake that quote, and no, they're just better in every way. But we're talking to Klein, so let's do that. His glove has more damage, so that's the thing that's better. So Mobius's gloves are better, Klein's gloves are better, and we get 110 experience for putting on that outfit. Okay, let's talk to them. Let's resolve this. The goal, I'll tell you right now, the goal is peacefully. If I click the wrong box or I don't understand what is being said, then I will reload. If there's a speech check to make a peaceful ending, then we will not have a peaceful ending. Right? So that's where I'm at. I will reload a save if I mess up something or don't understand the dialogue, because sometimes video games can be confusing and you don't know exactly what they're trying to say. But if it's a decision that I make, like not doing speech checks, then if they all have to die, then they all have to die. Which, honestly, I would not be too broken up about. They seem like really terrible people. And hopefully, from this point forward, they can do better things. But if they go back to anything like their old selves, they just tested on people without their permission. And it's just really not that cool. All right. Dr. Klein, good day, sir.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
I found my brain, and now you're going to settle things. I think you're past due for your lobotomite. You may have noticed the pacification field. Guess what happens now? Well, I guess you die. These all seem like threats, but I'm going to mention my brain because I talked to my brain about this. So let's see what happens.
I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again.
It's in my pocket right now. I'm not handing over my brain. There's some things we should discuss. I think you're past due. Okay. I almost want to say this, but... Alright, I'm not handing it over. There's some things we should discuss.
And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments.
Oh. Okay, well, he's sort of making me want to kill him. Right? He's talking about fertile testing places for experiments. He might not make it out of here alive. So we've got a speech check. Mobius and I talked over and reached an understanding. That is what I said. Maybe you should confer with your colleagues first. I can't let you dissect the Mojave or let you leave. I think you're past due. I mean, honestly, a lot of these seem like the right choice. Well, this is what Mobius said to say. Alright, I'll start here.
You are lying. No, you are not. Your heartbeat, perspiration, all excessively confident and sure of yourself. Why would you reason with that maniac? He'll destroy us all!
Well, it's a little more complicated, but okay. I guess we'll do the confer with your colleagues, because is this the point of, the side quest?
Nonsense. Confer, colleagues. Those are two words I do not recognize.
Dr. Klein, I must intercept. Please, do not harm the lobotomite.
I'm not going to harm it. I'm going to dissect it until it's dead. Why the sudden intersection, Dollar?
I cannot
that's
stand
fine.
a sweet breathing organism breathing in and out to suddenly not breathe. We must keep it alive. For study. Slow study.
Dollar, these vocalized pauses are unlike you. What do you care?
Klein, this lobotomite, it's a great sounding board. You respect ideology,
Oh,
right?
they like me.
This one's, well, it's got good ideas.
Silence, Dr. O. This is a think tank decision. Save your objections until after I have decided our course of action.
You know what, Klein? Stick a straw in your tank and suck yourself. Long and deep. And my name is Zero. Yeah, a big, fat zero with a slash through it.
The slash as a designator of... Why, that is brilliant. But how did you...
The lobotomite taught me that. Taught me a name is more than, that I should take pride in.
Because I'm so smart.
Things like names. And you know what? Forget it, Klein. I hate you. And your theory of brachial beam oscillation? The Chinese had it first, you copycat.
Uh-oh.
How dare you? Brachial beam oscillation was solely my discovery. I expressly told you that and deleted all evidence to the contrary.
Okay. He sucks, right?
It's 2-8. Why are you acting like this? You've never refused to commit necessary surgery before. And this lobotomite needs its surgery.
We don't know what he's saying. I'm gonna skip because we don't know what he's saying. Oh, okay.
A noble speech,
There we go.
but there is no room in my vocabulators for friend and lobotomite in the same sentence. The very concept, revolting. Perhaps you are irradiated with camaraderie radiation.
Can we just kill
We
Klein?
have chems for that. We can save you from your emotional addiction. Why am I even listening to you fools? Enough of this mutinous chorus. If there's a word I hate, it's mutiny. And the word jism, which never made any sense to me.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous putting j and zm together like that. Nonsense. I count as 5. Like the mighty human hand I once had, with its 5 penises clenched in a fist.
This DLC, like a jism of mayonnaise. I don't know, that clip became very popular. It is a real word that's a normal term that doesn't mean anything dirty. It just sounds like it. Sounds to me like your math is wrong. The odds aren't good. Well, no speech check. I think you passed due. Okay, well, we'll go with the first one.
Nonsense! The mathematics of this situation are on our side, lobotomite. I believe... No, wait.
Who's us?
Carry the 2, then... If this were a democracy, I would be concerned. We are too scientific for that. So just surrender.
No. It's not a democracy, it's a research facility, and over half your colleagues dispute your findings.
You dare use logic against me?
I do. Here's the deal. I'm not going to surrender. You are. Yeah.
That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm.
Oh. I can bring the Mojave, this world, to you. You'll be safe, and you'll still be able to experiment. I don't really like them experimenting, but you can still do that here quietly for me. Ooh, I'll get them to work for me. Now this might be... I think this is my answer. Let's see what happens.
You? And for science?
Not for science, just for me.
I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd. Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
Huh. Okay. I kind of wish they had commented about my outfit. Like, I thought it was a clever idea to wear his outfit. Okay, let's do a new save. This is the canonical ending. I'm happy with this. I'm fine with this. Let's reload here. Let me make sure I did this right. We've saved it. Okay, I don't want to mess this up. I want to kill him and just see what happens. I want to say the bad ending, or not bad ending. Sorry, that's judgmental because I think actually killing them is a completely valid choice. At the end of Sierra Madre, spoilers for my own past streams, talking to Dean Domino and finding out what he did to Christine and Vera and just how he was a really bad person. It ended between he and I that I didn't have to kill him. I decided to because I just thought he was such a bad person. So let's see how hard this final battle is. I'm just curious.
The lobotomite.
All right. Guess what happens now? All right. Okay. So he's down. That was easy. Can I surrender? So for those of you who don't know, if you put your gun away during certain encounters, that means you actually can surrender. All right. These guys have no chance to kill me. I know I'm blocking. I'm physically blocking this. They have done almost no damage to my health. Here we go. See? Look. I just healed a little from my own regeneration. That's me not using chems or anything. I come in here, and maybe I use a battle brew. I drink a dirty water. An implant. They would have no ability to attack me if I popped an implant. I have 115 mentats now. That's good. I'll be able to sell these when I need to like round out some cost. I don't normally sell my chems. All right. Just go ahead and walk through here. So what happens if I kill Klein and then I leave? Because I actually don't want to kill the others. Is that it? We're good? Oh, but I can't put my brain back in. You hope everyone had a happy Christmas? Well, thank you, Frag Guy. I hope you did as well. Yeah, I guess this doesn't get my brain back in. So there's no way to end this quest without killing everybody. Alright, well, I just wanted to see how tough they were, and the answer was 0% tough. Oh, wait, they're back. Oh, no. Oh. Oh no, the other doctors are weaker than Klein. Wow, that was embarrassing. How does my brain get put back in? Okay, that's not the canonical ending. We just wanted to see what that'd be like. Let's reload. Here we are. Nice, peaceful ending. Let's head out. Let's go. We still need our brain back.
As it had been in the years before
That's literally
the Great
end.
War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century.
Mm-hmm.
The Courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The Sync Central Intelligence Unit was impressed by the amount of exploration the Courier had undertaken.
100%.
Facilities believed lost, destroyed, or ones that had simply gotten up and walked to new locations had been rediscovered by its intrepid new master. Internally, the artificial personality debated as to whether it preferred the old management to the new, and concluded that the Courier's thorough approach to research and investigation was admirable and worthy of its respect.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event.
Oh boy.
After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The Sync atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The biological research station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight,
Oh boy.
requested a transfer to the X-42 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
Vault 22.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat. One of them eventually transferred to the Lightwave Dynamics plant and began a long, unrequited affair with one of the holograms.
The Sync continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magneto-hydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean.
Oh, sounds bad.
Once it learned of the innovative toxins plant, however, it gained new purpose. It sought to develop antitoxins to flush into its drains and counteract the poisons bleeding into the soil.
Oh, good.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub.
Oh no.
Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect
Muggy's huge.
Although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village.
How?
It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the Courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910.
2910?
If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names once too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the Courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear.
Ugh.
The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city.
Yeah.
In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the Courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent.
Good.
Having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after the stealth suit had left it without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ. And set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
Great. The cybernetic canine, gender female, Roxy, sat in her guard post. That is until her I'm in heat programming. Oh, I missed it. There she ran across Rex, who had been following the Courier just as she... Okay. The two of them constructed a litter of cyber pups.
The Courier, organs intact,
I didn't read most of it.
continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be.
Who put my brain
After
back
all,
in?
Brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the Courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein
Here we
and
go.
the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the Courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the Courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, Old World Blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the Courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the Transportalponder, the Courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The Sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the Courier had to walk alone.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know who put my brain back in, but that's kind of the funny thing about starting with dead money at the Sierra Madre is you can't go back. And then every other DLC you can. So it's just like, that's also a weird one to start with, because it felt like it set up an expectation, and now it's like, oh no, you can go. Big brain perk, what's that do? Your brain is back in your body, but some of the advanced technologies remain. Your head still cannot be crippled. Great. But you are only 10% more resistant to addiction now. I mean, 10% is better than before I got here. Surprisingly, your damage threshold is improved by 10%, minimum 1. 10% for me is like 2, so that's good. You've acquired a Big Mountain Transportalponder. We're just going to call it Teleporter. It's capable of transporting you, and you alone, meaning no companions, we didn't program it for them, to return the Mojave or go back to Big Mountain from the Mojave. Simply equip the whatever it's called, as you would any weapon. Oh, there we go. My alerts have been strange. 24 months, 2 years for a guy. Wow, indeed. It has been 2 years. That is wild. Well, thank you for the resubscribe. And away you go. Note, it won't work in interiors or combat situations, and it's totally incapable of harming your enemies. So it's fast travel, but with a button. Oh, that actually scared me. Okay, we've got fast travel, but with an extra step. Big Mountain. Oh, it's just a gun. It weighs nothing, though, and I appreciate that, and it can't do damage, so teleport from the Big Empty. Okay, well, we officially finished Old World Blues, and I will say the ending slides, the way I look at ending slides is that ending slides are kind of a combination of things. So I'm going to take the ending slides as canon, because what it said is, like, I'm in charge. I come back, I check on everybody, and if they invent anything or do anything or have science that's any good at all, I take that and I bring it back to help people. That's what the ending slides said. Now, if the ending slides weren't, I don't know, maybe so generous, I might step in and say, actually, I don't believe it, and then make it better for myself, because it's my game. I think in this instance, though, those ending slides are not bad. I saw those slides and I went, yeah, I can get on board with that. So I'm actually pretty happy with that. In reality, I don't think it would work exactly like that. I don't trust the people of the think tank. I don't really... Yeah, I guess that's the end of that sentence. I just don't trust them. So that's like maybe a little bit more real, but it's fine. So here's what we're going to do right now, in case you're wondering, what are you doing, Joker? I am going to... We can go back and forth from here, so that's fine. But I kind of want to not go back and forth and do all this looting and stuff for now. Someday, between streams or something, I'm just not in a big rush. I'll deal with that. But for right now, I want to just take... I want to take the kind of most important items. Like, we're going to take our Pew Pew back. We're going to take our Q35 matter modulator. Those are first. Then we're going to take the stealth suit. We're not going to wear it, but it's cool. Like, we're basically having our trophies. This is our trophy case. And Christine's armor, which again would have been cool to have before. I don't know, like maybe Veronica knows about that. We have 2 of these. They sell for so much money that, I don't know. We'll take the Tesla cannon that we just can't use effectively at all. Yeah, what else? What else are we going to take? This is so light. We'll take that. This one, this hazmat suit weighs 18. Poison resistance, like, who cares? Yeah, what else do we want to, like, make sure we take? Oh, Lucky Shades. We're going to put those on. I can't believe it took me that long to remember the Lucky Shades. Okay, so these are kind of, the X2 antenna is very heavy, but that is very much a trophy. So, let's do that. Let's put on the Lucky Shades right now. My character wears the Lucky Shades. +1 luck, we absolutely wear the Lucky Shades. In practice, though, this atomic valence thing with health regeneration plus 1 endurance and 4 damage threshold, for 99% of characters, I would say that's probably better than Lucky Shades. That just gives me like a 1% to crit. That's all the Lucky Shades do. So we'll think about that. Maybe we've learned something, right? Our character can grow. We've created a character, but they can grow. But for right now, we're going to put back on the Lucky Shades. I'm feeling very like Mojave. I'm feeling less... Here, this is Old World Blues, and this is Mojave. I'm feeling a little bit more Mojave right now. So that's the plan for right now. All right, anything else we want to make sure we take with us? We actually still have some room, which is crazy. So just for convenience sake then, because we have room, let's take these battle brews. I can make more, but I don't have a ton of the ingredients. And let's take some weapon repair kits, and we can take all of these. So we have a ton of ingredients in here. So I think there's two schools of thought. Is this my workshop? I mean, it is all right here. We've got hot plates and sort. So do I take everything from... Wow, I cannot remember the name all of a sudden. Novak. That's how long I've been gone. Do we take everything from Novak and move it here? So like, oh, here's our workbench. Like, let's just use our workbench here. We've got a sink that every 4 days has a 14,000 caps, which is better than any other vendor. Although it doesn't get the best rate. Or, so we take all of our scraps. Look at all this stuff we have here. We have hundreds of pounds. Do we bring everything here and put it here? Or do we take everything from here and put it back in Novak? I mean, that's the question. This is all right here. I think one thing is for sure I'm going to think about this, but here's my initial gut feeling. Things like unique weapons and armor and stuff like this, and we actually have space, so let's just take this while we're here. And there we go. Now we're max weight. Perfect. I think things like that we keep in Novak. Easily accessible, fast travel, one door, easy to go. But maybe things like materials, like a toolbox, things that I do between streams, maybe it goes here. You know, between streams, I'll come in here and I'll say, boy, I'd really like to make, I'd really like to make a, what's a conductor? Oh, no, not conductor. What's the thing I'm looking for? Oh, well, I don't have any. But, okay, I have 250 super glue, for example. Oh, okay, so I'll come here and I'll make a weapons repair kit here. Maybe. I don't know. Although, I say all this, and let's be clear, there's not a lot of this game left. There is really not a lot left. So when I talk about, like, maybe I'll pop over here and make a weapons repair kit, when? When? There's so little left to do in this game. So, there we go. So that's where my head's at. Something to think about. Let's hit this and go back to the Mojave. Okay. First of all, I don't like teleporting into danger. That's annoying. But did you hear that sound? It was so brief. I wonder if it didn't load quicker. Oh, look. Sorry. Let me finish that thought, and then I'll go, oh, look. It sounded like the TARDIS. That sounded like the TARDIS to me, but it happened so fast that it didn't play the whole cycle. Look at what our Explorer perk has done. Look at all these locations. Wow. And I gotta say, even though there's a ton of locations, we've been to most locations. I think that's endgame stuff that I can't do right now. Yeah, look at all these locations. Wow. This is really cool. Okay, I love the Explorer perk. So many people complain about it online. I'm looking here and I'm going, yes, this is amazing. Why have we not been to the makeshift Great Khan camp? I don't even know what's there. It's weird because there seems to be several makeshift Great Khan camps. like the one at Quarry Junction. Anyways, okay, cool. Sorry, little distracted. Powder Camp. We've never been there. Well, I mean, we've been right on that road like 5 times, but we've never gotten that. Okay, we have a lot of exploring to do. So here is our plan going forward. First of all, let me kill these enemies and get back to the base, and then I will actually tell you our plan going forward. It'd be great if that was it. That is it. Okay. Plan number 1. We're going to pick up Arcade. While I'm doing this, I will do my best to talk and play. The map is quite overwhelming now. That is factual. Okay, so we're going to pick up Arcade because he's the only one whose quest... This, I definitely went to the wrong load zone, and I am going to reload just because I don't really want to spend that much time walking. Okay. So we're going to get Arcade. I went to the wrong one again, but we can get there from here. And he's the only companion we haven't done his quest. This is ridiculous.
You like that?
Well, it does so little damage sometimes, but okay. He should have died in one shot. There's seriously another thug? Alright, I don't want to hit the king, so he can handle it. He'll be fine. So, Arcade's quest cannot progress until you have hit a certain point in the main story. And that, it feels like that certain point in the main story is like pretty close to the end, so... And we still haven't decided. Are we going house? Are we going NCR? Or are we going Yes Man? We have not decided as a group because I feel like we don't have enough information. So, something to think about. I am leaning towards not house. And the NCR also has a lot of problems. So, it is what it is. But let's make our brain happy. And we'll talk to Julie.
Great to see you again.
It's great to see you too. I would like to spare some supplies. Give me a stim pack. Oh, the Garrett should be sending over supplies shortly.
I'm honestly...
That was a quest we did like a bunch of times. Wow, and now we got Followers Apocalypse fame. Okay, good. Thanks. That made my brain happy to see you, Julie. Okay. So, our plan after we pick up Arcade, which, by the way, he's wearing the armor that we left him with.
What's up?
Come travel with me. Oh, and now I have a better healing perk, and I have 50% more anyway, so I probably heal 1 billion times. So we have Arcade. I want to next time we're gonna do one stream where we're back in the Mojave. I don't know exactly what that is gonna mean, other than for sure we're going to the Ultralux Casino because the Ultralux is not part of the end game quest line. That's the Omertas. So we're gonna go to the Ultralux Casino. If I'm getting my names right, I think I'm getting my names right. We're going to go to the Ultralux Casino, and we're going to max out our gambling, because we like to do that. We still have 2 casinos. Even though we have 200,000 caps, we're going to go max out. We have 200,000 caps. And we're going to max out our gambling, and we're going to do any quest they have at the Ultralux, or anything going on there that we can do. We may or may not bring Arcade, or have him stand outside, because he might get in the way, especially in his giant power armor. But... then I have exciting news to share. So we're going to have one stream where we do the gambling and we'll find other things to do in the Mojave. I mean, especially because look at all these places I haven't been to. So I think we're going to go to some of these places. Probably not all of these places in one stream. Although, I don't know, maybe we do. We'll see. We'll see. Probably not. Then, this is the big news. it's not on the map, which makes me worried that it might be bugged. We're going to Long 15, folks. The Long 15 mod DLC. I installed it. Maybe I installed it, and maybe it's going to work. Oh no, I'm a little worried that it might not work. Alright, we're going to test it real quick. Yes, if that guy's standing there, the mod works. Okay, we're not going to do anything else. So we're going to have one stream back in the Mojave, where we clean up a little things, and we go to the casino, we have some fun. It'll be nice to be back to the Mojave. And then we do the Long 15 DLC mod. I have no idea. Is that a 2-day mod? Is it a 3-day mod? A 4-day mod? I don't know. We spent a lot of time in... Oh, it's nice to be back in my room. We spent a lot of time in Old World Blues, and I know it's you know, it's not a official Bethesda property, blah, 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 blah. I don't really care about that. I'm really excited about it. So that's what we're going to do the time after next. Then after that, we come back, we finish up everything we can in the Mojave. That's not the end game, and then we go to Lonesome Road. So this we don't have a ton of time left, and I'm already sad about that. But we go from here to Long 15 to the Lonesome Road to end game. So if I just had to guess off the top of my head, we have between 8 and like 12 streams. That's just a total guess. It could be 6 and it could be 15. 12 seems pretty high, actually. So 12 is a good high end. So there we go. Thanks everybody for joining me. Thank you so much, Fry Guy and Evo, for the resubscribe and potentially the new follow. Although it never popped up, I just got an email saying Woods Michael followed you. So well, thank you for that. And yeah, and there we go. Old World Blues concluded. Back to the Mojave. It's nice to be back in our weird little room that we got under weird little circumstances, and back with our buddy Arcade. So thanks everybody. Bye.